Okay, so that was that done. Again, one of these things where you've already seen it and I have yet to edit it. It was a bit of a learning curve for me there. I thought I'd need a long exposure, but in the end I actually am going to do multiple speed shots and blend them together in Photoshop to make one image of the stone skipping along. I was still quite happy with the composition, and I think this is going to be a much better way of doing it than trying to capture a long exposure. It just seemed to wash out to nothing. Yeah, pretty excited. It's going to be a good shot. It's going to remind me of the day and look really, really nice. A good reminder of Queenstown. All right, catch you on the flip. Right, so I don't know if you remember last episode where we had to go through the ordeal that was lucky campers and the unroadworthy vehicle. I thought it wasn't fair to just pick up on their bad points. What I will point out is that they drove us a vehicle from Christchurch down to Queenstown and replaced us a vehicle, which you would argue is only fair. They also eventually refunded us the hire of the faulty vehicle, which was good. But that said, it did take almost 2 months for us to get to where we are now, having only just been reimbursed. As I pointed out before, they did give us a hire car, but the other side of that is they did make us wait 4 hours and we missed that wedding. So all in all, I wanted to point out that there have been good points with them, mainly on the side of their customer service, but that particular vehicle we got was terrible, and that's not to say that other vehicles are immaculate. I'd love to hear if you've had an experience with them and what your opinion of them is, as this could be quite important for other people who are thinking of using the company. Anyway, I'm going to get back to my cup of tea while you get back to Queenstown. So, see ya! Just made our way to a little cheese stop. What was the name of it again, babe?
Queenstown, or Stone.
Queenstown, and then there's Wet Jacket Wines. We're Wet Jacket Wines, whatever. We are in good spirits because we've had a positive result with regards to Lucky Wines, the Lucky Camper. We'll blog about it later on once we find out a little bit more about how. Yeah, how successful we're going to be. But this place looks really nice. Looking forward to trying a few cheeses here and there, perhaps a couple of wines. You know, the sun is past the yard arm, as they say. So.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, that's the same. That's what my dad used to say. The sun is past the yard arm, so we can have a drink. So Vanita and I are just making our way into there now. If they let us video in there, perhaps we'll do a little bit of a review of the cheese and what have you. Okay, catch you in a bit.
So obviously that affects the wine a little bit.
Hello there. It's us again. We are going for a nice walk along one of the vineyard trails and had a bit of time on our hands, so we thought we'd just say a little bit of a hello. We had a nice wine tasting earlier on, but they were a bit funny about us recording footage in their vineyard, although it was really very nice and we got some really tasty cheddar, which we will probably do a quick little review of some other time. This is a lovely walk. You can see the hills behind me are just fantastic. Really, really nice. But today's not about photography or really vlogging. Today's about walking, hiking, and enjoying wine. So we have specifically catered this wine walk to our needs for today because it's such a lovely sunny day and there's some bad weather coming soon. The walk is about, how many k's would you say, babes?
It was 1.8 from that signpost.
So you can pull up at the bungee place and there's a vineyard there. Unfortunately it was closed because they got a private function. So we're doing just like a little 1.8k walk in very warm clothing, making our way to the next vineyard.
So we just left the Gibston Valley Vineyard. Nice free cheese tasting, which is good. They had a few different types, Havate, some sheep one, which was yummy, a Gouda, and some blue. And then we went for the wine tastings, and it seems to be a thing over here that you have to actually pay for your wine tastings. So we didn't taste a huge array of their selection. We had one nice glass of Pinot Gris. Seeing as we bought a bottle of Pinot Gris at the other one, we just thought we'd compare. Actually, we forgot what the other one tasted like, but the one here was really nice, a nice light white wine, a little bit fruity, maybe peach taste. Very refreshing after an extremely long 1.5 kilometre hike. So now we're heading back to the van and then we're going to hike up the gondola. I think it's called the Tiki Trail. So yeah, I don't think we'll be visiting too many more wineries in the area, seeing as they charge.
It's $12 though, wasn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah. I think the minimum charge for a tasting there was $9, which gave you four tastes, but that doesn't even really equate to one glass of wine, whereas one glass of wine was $9, so we just chose the one glass of wine. But it looks like they charge them as minimum $5 per tasting, which I guess when you come from Perth, you don't have to pay for tastings. It's a bit of a shock to the system. Anyway, so that's that. Very nice though, very nice vineyard, nice setting, nice walk to it, and nice wines. Ciao.